and the silence is broken out here in the National Forest as they're spreading gravel today on the dirt road, which is good. I mean, it had gravel on both ends, so now they'll have gravel in the middle, making it thicker. See what's going on, but I wonder why all the dump trucks were driving by earlier. Now I know. And I'm really lucky that the wind is blowing away from the bus. So this could be very, very rough. But here they go. At least it's looking better. Of course, it's wet right now from the gravel, but as it dries, it'll be real dusty. But it just means people will drive faster now. But yeah, gravel on the National Forest Road or Lookout Tower Road. And here's the view at their stopping point for the day. Be back tomorrow with more trucks. The grader's parked by the bus, so we got security's in down here. He'll watch the grader tonight, so no one bothers it. And tomorrow we may go to town and drive on this new layer of smashed gravel. It'll be like driving on pavement compared to what it was. We'll see. And we went to town yesterday, so got some groceries and did a few things. I ran out of dog food, but very important thing to do. But yeah, the road's really nice shape. They didn't get all the gravel put down. They did about a half mile or so left between the two sections of gravel. But I talked to the Forest Service, not the Forest Service. I talked to the grader operator, and he said this is a Forest Service project that they, when they have an extra income of money or funds, that they do projects like these because they're under like a blanket contract, so they don't have to go out and release bids and have people bid on it. It's already basically covered. So this was this year that he said they did last year. They did quite a bit on the upcoming hill, and then probably next year, if they have any funds. I heard they're going to eliminate all of their seasonal workers next year. So see how that goes. But they may not have enough money to do this. But yeah, he said there's a little bit left to go. But that's maybe next year. I might be here to see it. I might not. So let's talk about the armadillo. I had a subscriber from Australia wants to know a little bit about armadillos. Well, as you saw in the video, that armadillo that was walking around was actually right behind me, right in front of this bus right here. The other night, Zen and I were standing there because he heard a noise and he was looking around into the trees and stuff. And next thing I know, this armadillo that you saw in the video walks under his legs and under my legs and just walks around. It startled both of us because it was all of a sudden there it was. Zen looked down and the back of the armadillo was all wet from the drool and stuff. And then the armadillo had paid no attention. It was not afraid at all. And so I grabbed Zen and I kind of moved him away from the armadillo and put him on the bus. And then the armadillo just followed me all around. It went up, almost went inside the bus. It crawled up there and then it kind of got around and walked off. But yeah, it had no fear. And so I did some research on armadillos. I've seen them for forever, and they've been up here for for a long, long time. They migrated from the south, from Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and I think they go further north too. I don't know the exact range of armadillo coverage, but this one is a nine-banded armadillo. So if you look at the picture, there's nine bands between his front section and his back section. So they're called nine-banded armadillos. But yeah, they really don't have, they're not afraid of anything. They have really poor eyesight and hearing. They're almost deaf and blind, but they have a super sense of smell. So they rely mostly on their smelling. So that's why I think it walked right up to us. It didn't see us, but it's just right under our feet. And but yeah, it wasn't afraid. But they have a bad sense of smell and sight. So that's one reason why they just wander around, because they depend on their nose to find food and to work their way around. So, and their main meal or main diet is insects and grubs, and they'll eat small frogs and lizards and sometimes snakes, depending on what they can find. But mostly grubs and insects and ants, because they are diggers. They dig a lot. They will destroy someone's yard in a matter of seconds. But yeah, they do like to dig, and that's one reason people don't like them, because they will just dig up everything. But they'll dig burrows, and they live in the ground also. But yeah, they're the natural predators are basically coyotes, bobcats, and alligators. From what Google said, we don't have too many alligators around here, but none at all. I heard there are some in the eastern side of the state over by the Mississippi River. I don't know, but I heard there are alligators over there. But anyway, yeah, their biggest um, cause of death is vehicles. As anybody has seen armadillos, they're dead on the road. Yeah, their biggest cause of death is getting hit by vehicles, because there's a few reasons. Is one, their eyes don't reflect the light at night, so people can't see them when they're driving. And also, when the armadillos get startled, they could jump 3 or 4 feet straight up in the air. What happens that they can't see, they can't hear. A truck comes by, they get scared, jump up, hit the undercarriage, and it kills them. So that's one of the biggest things is automobiles. And from what I read too, there's probably plenty of armadillos to go around, because they are a mammal, and they lay eggs, not outside eggs, but they have eggs inside their body, and their eggs are the only animal that can they produce quadruplets in one egg. Then it splits, and they can have up to 12 pups by their eggs splitting, and each one having four in it. So that's the only animal I read that can do that. So they can do anywhere from 4 to 12 pups at a time, and then 9 to 12 months, they can start again. I mean, the new ones will start reproducing in 9 to 12 months. So there's plenty of armadillos, I think, out there. Yeah, but their skin is not armor. It's really like a leathery type skin, but their belly is real soft and furry. So um, that's not protected. So they like to. Their biggest defense is to run, and they can run up to 30 miles an hour, which I didn't know that. But they have little legs, and they can scoot. I had a couple today that I saw out here when Zen uh, got near them, and they finally picked up a smell. They took off running. They can fly, not fly, but they can run really quick. That'd be really bad if armadillos can fly, but it can move pretty quick. So they can run and they hide, and that's their best defense, is just basically running away. And what problems do we have with them besides digging up your yard and destroying property? Is their skin, their saliva, and their blood can contain the bacteria for leprosy. And so it's easy to spread to humans who get in contact with it sometimes. And leprosy basically is lesions and sores on your body, your skin, that don't heal, or they have take a long time to heal up. So that's one thing they recommend if you touch an armadillo to wash quickly, and even if you hit one with your vehicle, to wash underneath the vehicle so you don't get in contact with the saliva or the blood, because it could contain the leprosy bacteria. So that's interesting. I didn't know all that. I knew some of it, but heck, so there you go. Susan from Australia, there's some information about the armadillos, and we're going to go out and see if we can find some more, because they've been all, we saw 2 or 3 today. They're just, they're, like I said, they have no fear, and they just walk around, and they're kind of very prehistoric and look like an anteater, a small anteater. They're only about the size of a cat, so they're not really big, but uh, they're interesting, and they don't make any noise. I think they squeal, but if they get frightened. Oh, and with the pets, they don't attack animals usually. So that's why when the armadillo was walking under Zan and he was putting his nose down on it, he didn't really care, because they don't attack animals unless they get attacked. So that's good to know. So they usually won't come up and start chasing your cats and dogs and attacking them unless they get attacked first. And then they'll defend themselves, which is natural, if they don't run off. They're, like I said, their biggest thing is they want to run. Well, there you have it. A little short definition and explanation of armadillos, if you're interested or not. But it's really windy today. There's supposed to chance of rain tonight, finally, in this area. After I'm looking around, a lot of clouds coming through, but up to 6 to 7 weeks it has not rained here. So in Arkansas, and it needs it really bad. It is just super dry, dusty. So, but the weather is changing, a little bit cooler coming up. 1st of November is here in a few days, so it's about time for things to start cooling off. And the weather in Arizona, in Quartzsite, is now starting to cool off. So we'll be here for another week, 10 days, and then we're heading towards Quartzsite to the winter time. So let's see what else we can find around this campsite. We'll just look around and see. If we can't find something, we may just stop the video. So stay with us. Well, it's windy, but not much else is happening, so we'll end the video and say thanks for watching.